Hey artists, we're going to make these beautiful fall leaf paintings. Follow along with me and I'll show you all the steps to create your own. Okay, first we're going to draw an elm leaf. To do that, you're just going to draw like a curved line that goes like that. And then we're going to make like a bumpy jagged line in a curved shape like this. So we're just going to kind of go bumpy. And then we're going to try to do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to take our marker and make the little veins in the leaf. And we want lots of them in this one. Perfect. And now we have an elm leaf. The next leaf we're going to try to make is going to be a poplar leaf. And so you're going to get your marker ready. And we are going to, maybe we'll put this one over here. We want to make it look like these leaves are swirling in the wind. So sometimes we might turn our paper. We're going to try to have them going all different directions. So again, we're just going to make kind of a longer line. And then on the top, we're going to make like a little jagged line, kind of like we did before, just kind of over the edge and almost like a triangle shape. Now to finish that off, we're going to start down here at the bottom and we're going to make a big curve. So it's again that little jagged line, but we're going to go out like in a curvy circle shape. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Curvy circle shape, kind of wiggling my marker all the way around. Perfect. Now this one is going to have less of those little leaf veins. We're going to just draw a few. Perfect. And the other side. Awesome. Look at that. We've got two different kinds of leaves. Let's try to make another leaf. This will be a walnut tree leaf. Now, if you want, you could turn your paper and that way it looks like this leaf is falling in a different direction. So again, it's kind of that long curve. And then you're going to make like a little, kind of like a teardrop shape for the leaf. And then we're going to take this and make a straight line that way and a straight line that way. And again, we're going to make a curve that goes out and down. And on this side, a curve that goes out and down. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to try to do one this way, out and down, out and down. Let's add a couple more lines. And it goes out and then curve back. Curve this way and this way. I want to make this just a little longer so I can squeeze a couple more in. They'll get smaller as they go down. So we can add a couple more lines and then we'll add the leaves the same way. Out and back. Curve this way, curve this way. And one more down here at the bottom. And I need to also put my little line through the middle up there. The next thing we want to do is add those leaf lines. Perfect. Now, let's scoot our paper down a little bit so we have another empty space right here. And we're going to draw another leaf. And this way it looks like they're just falling all different directions. We're going to make a line that goes up pretty much straight with just a little curve. And then we're going to do that same thing where we kind of go out in a big kind of curve this way. But again, that little jagged line. And we're going to do the same thing this way. It's kind of like a big version of this leaf. It's a little jaggedy and up to the top. And then we're going to add those lines in. This is going to try to look like a birch tree leaf. really looks a lot like our elm leaf. That's okay. The next one, find a spot that you have some extra space, maybe this spot right here. I'm gonna make a straight line going up like this, and then I'm gonna put another little curved line down at the bottom like this. Now I'm going to have another line go this way, in the middle, and on this side in the middle. We are making a maple leaf, which looks so cool, but it's kind of the harder leaf to draw. So at the bottom, take your marker, and we're just gonna make like a curve in and out, and then go this way, out. And we'll do the same on this side, in and out, and then up and over, boom. On these two, we're gonna put like a little triangle over the edge. Little triangle, little triangle. Then we're gonna have it go out, in, and curve and come back to this line. Out, in, curve and come back. We're almost done with that leaf. We're gonna add a little curve line up here, that triangle-y line. And same thing, we're gonna go out, in, up and over, out, down, back up and over. There is our beautiful maple leaf. We're gonna try one more kind of leaf. Wherever you have some extra room, looks like my area is over here. But first, something I just realized I forgot to do is add the lines to this leaf, our little leaf lines. So I'm gonna wanna just add those in, kind of going down and up this way, just along those middle lines. Perfect. That looks great. So we're gonna make one more leaf. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna draw our curved line kind of coming up. And we're going to make some V shapes. V shape, and it's gonna get bigger. V shape, bigger V shape. Now a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. Around each one of those, we're gonna make a curve. Curve, curve. So it's like we're putting a little hat on each one. Little curve, curve, curve. This side too, put a little hat on each one. And then we've got to connect them all. So we'll make a U shape to connect them. U shape, U shape, big U shape, big U shape. Same on this side, U shapes all the way down to connect them. Got it. And now we're just gonna come on down here and connect it at the bottom with a little V shape and add that part. Now our paper is covered in all these different kinds of leaves, and you know how to make the different kind of leaves. So we can add some little leaves in our empty spaces. So if I wanted to, I could put another one of these. I remember that was just kind of like a little bumpy at the end, and then it's got a big curve that comes out. And then add my leaf lines, the veins of the leaf. All right, where else do I have some extra space on this page? I might add another one of these leaves in here. So I draw my line, and then I'm going to draw those V shapes and go out and back, out and back. Go ahead and put any kinds of leaves you would like around your paper. Yours does not need to look like mine. You know how to make some different leaves. You're just gonna add them in on your page. Whichever leaves you want to try to make. You can make a really simple smooth leaf like this. Or you could try some of the leaves that we tried. I could try another one of these, maybe this oak leaf. I could put a little oak leaf over here, make my V shapes, my little curved hats, and then the U shape to connect it. U shape. Awesome. You could even put some little tiny leaves in here. We just want to cover the whole page with leaves. The next step is we're going to take a white oil pastel. Even if your white has a little bit of other colors on it, it doesn't matter because we're going to paint over the background. We're using the white so it will resist and make it look like there's some wind in our air back here. So I'm going to show you with a pencil just so you can see the kind of shape I'm making with the white. It's just kind of like a swirling curly line, or I could also do a line like this. So we've got some whirling swirly lines and some wavy lines. You won't see them very well with your white, but we're going to put them all over in between our leaves. So it's going to be like a whirling swirling line here. I'm putting some swirly lines to make it look like wind is blowing. And right now we can't really see them. It's kind of like magic. We put these curly lines in here, and when we put the blue paint on top, it's going to look beautiful. Let's see. Uh-oh. If you push too hard, they break. Whoops. Still works though. Okay. I've got these whirling, swirly lines everywhere. So now we need to get our watercolor paint. Okay, we're going to take our brush and have our brush wet and just add a little bit of water behind your leaves. And that is going to help your leaves or your paper spread your sky color better. So I'm not putting a ton of water, just a little bit of water on this half. I'll paint this half first and then this half. Making sure I've got a lot of water in my brush. I'm going to get a little bit of my bluish kind of turquoise paint. Oh, look how beautiful already. Ooh, and like magic, the wind is showing because we used our oil pastel. So I'm just kind of going through, gently adding this paint and trying not to paint on the leaves because we want the leaves to be different fall colors. Right now we're just painting our sky. So just very carefully add your paint, use lots of water to keep it a nice light beautiful blue, this turquoise blue, and go around your leaves the best you can without getting a lot of paint on your leaves. Oh my gosh, these look beautiful. So we're just kind of going around. Perfect. Okay. Once I get over to the other side, I will add some more water onto the paper first, because we call that a wash. When we take our watercolor and we put it on top of wet paper, it kind of washes across the page. So you can see if I put this water here first and I get this area wet first, then when I add the paint, it's like magic. It just kind of carries it and moves it and gives it that beautiful look. And it makes it all blend together and look really smooth. If I take the paint on the dry part, it just leaves a line and it's not gonna look as smooth as if I put all the water on with it and make it all blend together. So go ahead and finish painting your entire sky with this beautiful blue watercolor. That beautiful sky looks so good now, and you can see where that white oil pastel showed through to make it look like that whirling, swirling wind. Now we're gonna paint the leaves some fall colors. Yellows and different like reddish and orangish colors. If you are using regular paint, you could just use like red, orange, yellow today we are using some of these really cool metallic kind of shiny paints. So we're going to use this copper color. We're going to use the gold color. We're going to use the yellow. And then we're going to use this kind of orangey color as well. So what we want to do is just make sure we get our brush wet to wake these colors up. And then you're just going to go in and paint each leaf. I love this gold color. So shiny. And so you're just going to carefully paint inside each leaf that you created, adding color to every leaf. Before you dip in a new color, wash your brush clean in the water. And then we might go for this kind of reddish copper color. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's really pretty too. If your brush starts looking dry like that, you just need a little extra water to spread that paint. Beautiful. And then you wash your brush clean. Get a different color. These fall leaves and their swirling wind are gonna look really beautiful. I like that metallic yellow. Sometimes the fall leaves can have a purplish color, so you could add purple to your fall leaves as well, which I think we might do on this picture. These are looking amazing. Add some water to wake up that color. Oh, that's really pretty. And so right now, you're just gonna go back and add color to the leaves to finish your picture. As we finish up the leaves, one thing you could do is mix the colors a little bit. You could put a little bit of yellow on a leaf, wash your brush clean, dip into that reddish copper color and go around the edge. And so you just kind of take your brush with the darker color all the way around the edge. And this isn't something you have to do, but it's kind of fun. All the way around the edge. Wash your brush nice and clean so your brush is all cleaned off. And then you just kind of squish them together in the middle so they fade together. And that makes a really beautiful leaf too, with kind of shadows and highlights. And now we are finished with this amazing swirling fall leaf picture, and I can't wait to see the picture that you create.